It's telling me I won't stop. No, nothing can stop me now. Nothing can stop me now. Nothing can stop me. I'm free. Oh, don't you know? Don't you know? It's time for me to shine.
My. Do
What a
it,
banger.
girl. So, Tracy, how are you?
I'm free. I am fantastic. Life is great. So many obstacles and challenges are far behind me. I face a few more, but nothing like where I've come from. So I'm feeling great.
Amen. And Greg, how are you, buddy?
Thank you. Really looking forward to this interview.
Well, I want to thank you, Greg, for finding this beautiful lady. She looks like somebody I know. She sounds like someone I should know. And but we don't know each other, even though we both are from the East Coast. I'm from
Yes.
Philadelphia, PA.
Mm-hmm.
And so and you're from Baltimore, Maryland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yes. And so I just heard a story about Baltimore and crabs.
Oh my, we have the absolute best steamed blue crabs. Don't let anybody try to tell you otherwise.
Right. That's so good. And it was a pastor, Pastor Tony. Don't you know his last name? Black man, Pastor Tony. And his daughter's a pastor, and she has a TV. She has all kind of movies and stuff she's done. But anyway.
Well, that is so I moved away from Baltimore in 2006. My family's still there, but I've not lived there since 2006.
Okay, Tony Evans. Tony had his grandparents lived there in Baltimore, and he would go see his grandparents all the time there. He grew up there, and he would go see his grandparents by the lake, and they would always do this thing.
Wow.
And so he
I'm
learned.
sure we have folks in common.
Yes, amen. All right, so listen, I'm gonna let us get going with this interview, but I want you to first tell us about the song we just played. I know it was like #1 in the UK and all that kind. And how did you become a UK girl? What's going on?
So you know what? It was just all kinds of blessings. My story is born and raised in Baltimore. I come from a musical family, classically trained. And when I couldn't get a record deal, I used my own money and created my own label. And I just finished my 7th album on DMH Records. DMH is my late mother's initials. And when I didn't get booked for gigs or festivals, I just became a promoter, created my own, and that's where Tracy Hamlin Sweet Jazz Festival came from. But I mean, I've been hitting the ground hustling for many, many years. I've traveled the world with Pieces of a Dream. Those are Philly guys. I was with them. I'm on two of their albums. I toured with Gloria Gaynor. I was also often her road manager because when her road manager wasn't there, I would step in and fill out, which ended up being often. And I toured with Peabo Bryson, and I still fill in with Will Downing. As a matter of fact, I have a show with him next week, and then the following week after that. But I've been rocking and rolling. So the song "Nothing Can Stop Me Now" was written by a dear friend of mine from Charlotte. His name is Rodney Shelton, and he wrote Keith Washington's "Kissing You."
Okay.
Rodney is super talented. So he sent me this song probably 3 or 4 years ago. I need to go back and check the email. And I thought it was a great song, but at the time, it wasn't one of his that I wanted to record. Fast forward to I am a recent breast cancer survivor, and October 4th was 1 year to me ringing the bell. Yes, and when he sent me the song again, he was like, "This song really fits where you are in your life right now." And even though I'm a songwriter, it was just something about that song that I was like, that already says everything that I would even think about saying. And so I recorded it and it was number one 2 weeks in a row on the UK. So you asked, how did I find my way over there? Well, when my first album was released in 2004, it made its way there unbeknownst to me. When my second CD was released, Better Days, in 2009, I had just started Googling myself. As a matter of fact, Gerald Beasley, who is from Philadelphia, also, I don't know
Yeah,
if you know,
I
bass player,
do. I know
he was
Drew.
the one. Yeah, he said, you need to Google yourself because you never know if songs that
Oh,
you've done made its way around the world and somebody else could be using it. So I Googled myself and I found what it was kind of like an I Love Tracy Hamlin forum. And I just thought, oh, there's somebody with the same name as me. So as I'm looking through, they're talking about Pieces of a Dream and Classically Trained. And I was like, holy cow, that is me. And so when music was being sold on CD Baby, and once you buy anything from CD Baby, when that particular artist releases something new, they will send you an email to let you know, hey, new music out. And so from there, people just started buying the music. And when I heard about the UK Soul Chart, it was because my album had knocked the Whispers out of the number one spot. And I just
what?
thought I just thought this is so amazing because when I decided to start my own label and record, I just recorded. I didn't know I needed to have money for marketing and promotion.
Right,
So it
right,
was
right.
amazing that with no money in marketing and promotion, the music actually gained recognition on its own merit. And that just completely blew my mind. And that was the beginning of me being introduced and knowing that my music was over in the UK and then in Europe, period. Because from there, I started getting booked in shows in Germany, in Amsterdam, in Spain, and of course the UK. And just blew my mind because I'm like, I'm an indie artist. That means I don't have a cash machine. And
Wow.
so I actually just returned from, I did 4 performances in Croatia for Bowl Soul, and then I did Pizza Express in Holborn in London.
Look at you. You are. Look, by the way, can you see on my wall right there? That's the
Yes. Yeah.
Whispers. See right there? See the red record? That's the Whispers.
Let
Right
me
next
tell
to
you.
it is the Whispers. And
You're
you
bad
kicked
now.
them
You're
out.
not wrong.
You kicked my group out of number one position.
And I found this out from other people. And of course, I mean, I'm shocked because I didn't know any radio promoters over there, and it just made its way there on its own merit. And who knew? And it was my second album, but on that album, I wrote 6 of those songs. And I
What?
just couldn't even believe that something that I wrote was just being embraced by so many people.
That's amazing. I want to ask you something else, but I'm going to give Greg a chance to get in because I can see he's itching to say something. So, Greg,
Well,
go.
just because we started the show off with with that track, which is a real banger. We first, before we carry on, because there's loads to talk about, I want to bring that full circle because I know that there's a book on Amazon with the same name, and I want to know about. I want you see that first of all. I want to know.
Have it.
Are we all going to take up axe throwing?
Are we all gonna do what? What?
And
So,
should we do that?
as a
Are we supposed to do
hobby,
that to the song?
yes. So, as a hobby, and I started during COVID, I throw axes, and I own 3 axes, and
What?
I've been in axe throwing leagues. And yes, I have a tough arm, and I sing, and I throw and get the bullseye, and then I
Oh,
post videos on social media. So yeah, I have 3 axes. I have
do
pink
you have a
flamingo.
husband?
Yeah, everybody's been asking me about life insurance.
She's throwing
I do.
axes. Oh my Lord.
And
Well,
yeah,
look
and
at you.
I have 3. They are my babies: Pink Flamingo, Young Yellow, and Lil Red. Those are the names of my axes. It's a
Oh,
real
Cute.
gift.
you have names for your ex? Ooh, we have to have a meeting.
Yes, these are my axes. And I was just throwing last Saturday. I went throwing. Mhm. But
Well, I hope you'll
yeah,
forgive me for bringing this up.
Why did you bring this?
no,
This is
I
crazy.
love that you know that. And along with throwing axes, I started throwing knives, and very
Oh,
accurate. I don't even know
Oh,
where that's came from, but when I tell you, I absolutely love it. It's a
what?
great stress reliever.
I bet it is. Lord, I bet all your guys like, yeah, okay, well, it was nice seeing you out. How do
No,
you had that's crazy that you throw these things because it could be a weapon as well,
oh my
right?
goodness. And I mean, who knew that I would be great at
At
throwing
doing
axes?
this. Well, I
Not
mean,
to
I guess it's a form of protection as well.
Well, I was just it's a stress reliever, and that's what it was. I mean, we were bored during COVID. I called one of my girlfriends. I said, "Hey, let's go throw axes." She said, "What? Are you crazy?" I said, "No, we have nothing else to do. Let's go." So we started going 2 to 3 times a week. And of course, it was during COVID, so we were in masks and nobody else was in there. And so, can I just show you a picture of my axes? So that's Pink Flamingo,
Oh,
and this is Young
oh,
Yellow. And oh, that's
uh-oh.
me
oh
in my league
goodness.
shirt 'cause I was in the league too. But yeah, that's Young Yellow and Lil Red. So yes, those are my babies.
So cute.
Ay, ay, ay. Man, I didn't know, Greg. You didn't tell me. You didn't. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so
Well,
so
congratulations.
changing the subject.
Yes.
So
So
listen, one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on the show today, Tracy, is because unlike many people in your industry,
mhm,
I know you well enough from interviews to know that you don't just use your profile and public platforms such as this to promote yourself.
correct.
I also know that you promote all the great work you do for kids
Mhm,
with dyslexia, the
yes.
scholarships, the mentorships, and
Yes.
education. So why don't you elaborate on that and tell everybody what you do?
Yes. So I pursuing my passion of singing led me to my purpose, which is service and giving back. So, with the Sweet Jazz Festival, we give 4 music scholarships for private instruction because I always tell people music saved my life, music changed my life. And if I didn't have music, I would have been down a completely different path. And so watching the scholarships that we've given I've watched it change lives. And along with the 4 scholarships, we also give donations to 2 local nonprofits. So it's all about community and giving back and using music as a force to make a difference in people's lives. And while so it's partial proceeds from your ticket sales. And so people come to the festival, they're getting introduced to the new talent, they're getting introduced to nonprofits that they can support while getting an amazing concert of local, national, and international artists.
Well, I applaud you. And can you give us everybody's listening, can you give us any examples of, is there anybody that particularly stands out or anything that you're particularly proud of, who've gone through these scholarships?
So, I'm proud of all of them because many of them come from low income situations like I did myself. And there was one story, there was a student that we who was autistic, and she was just finding her way, and we gave her a scholarship, and her mother sent me a thank you video, and in the video her mother said the day that they heard she got the scholarship, and if you get the scholarship you also have the opportunity to perform and open the festival. And so her mother said that that particular day that they found out, she had just gotten off the phone with her daughter's psychologist, and everything on the checklist of things that this young lady needed to address to deal with her autism and social skills, the Sweet Jazz Festival allowed her to check all of those boxes. And when I tell you, that just absolutely moved me to tears, because that is what it's all about. Changing a life for these folks that, they want to have music instruction, but the parents really can't afford it. And it's been one case after the next. And so to date, we've given 23 scholarships and we've given donations to 9 nonprofits.
That's fun. And so far, how is this evolving? What's the future of this?
Well, we're coming up on the 5th Jazz Festival. And
Yes.
so we started in 2018, 2019, then COVID hit and we stepped back. And when we came back, we downsized it to Sweet Jazz Concerts, moved it indoors, kind of like cabaret style. And then 24, we brought it back as a jazz festival, but we remained indoors. It's now 2 days. And so April 10th and 11th, 26, we're coming up on the 5th Tracy Hamlin Sweet Jazz Festival, which I can't even believe. So I'm so excited and super proud because it has not been easy. It is a daily struggle, to make sure that we can get the sponsorship and the funds that we need to bring in the artists, along with continuing to give the donations and the scholarships.
I just have to say, real quick, Greg, my grandson has been diagnosed with autism, and it breaks my heart that is that he's not saying anything, and he's 4 years old. He hasn't said anything yet. So, but we're praying because I heard other kids come on with their parents on social media and say, my son hasn't said anything at all, and now he's 6 years old, and baby, can you just tell them how you feel about talking now? And he started talking and having a regular conversation. And I'm like, what? This kid is having a regular conversation with all of us. And I'm so blown away. So I'm praying that someday my grandson, can open his mouth and put words together. Also, my wife is a doctor for autism. So I wanted to get my wife to go and be over there with my grandson, but my wife she had her right frontal lobe collapsed. And so when that collapsed, it caused her to have a seizure. And so when she has seizures, it's a mess. So we can't.
But she can't help.
Okay, yeah. We give her medication and she's cool, but it slowed her down, and she's not able to really function the way that she would have if she didn't go through that. But just the autism, she taught me so much about it. When we were dating, she was in college teaching and taking care of these kids and stuff in elementary schools. So it's been a blessing. So I'm so grateful for you that you do that. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because we need people like you to do what you do.
It is my pleasure. And I mean, like I said, music saved my life and changed my life. If I did not want to be a singer early on. I mean, I started singing for friends and family at the age of 5. I got in my first band when I was 11, and that kept me off the streets. It kept me away from drugs, and that is my whole goal for just, not just keeping people off the streets, but like I said, with this young student with autism, during her performance, her music fell on the floor, but because of all the prep that she did for the performance, she didn't freak out. And that was something that was also included in the thank you video. And I mean, she was talking to me in the thank you video as much as her mother. And we were like, who is this girl? And she talked about, yeah, I would have completely freaked out when my music fell on the floor, but it happened at a great spot in the music, and I was able to just pick it up and keep going.
Amen, girl. Amen.
And so I'm impressed with this student that we gave her a scholarship the second year as well, because we were, she's just making incredible strides, and we're so proud of her.
People who have severe autism usually have a genius gene tucked away somewhere in there.
Absolutely. And the same thing with kids with dyslexia. I taught music appreciation to kids with dyslexia for 10 years. Same thing. They just need to be taught differently. And when they understand that, they are able to thrive as well.
Wow. This is so, wow. You're full of surprises, young lady.
I knew she would be, Wardell. I knew she would be.
Oh my God. I mean, and she looks like my niece's age. And so I am just so blessed.
I am not your niece's age, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my niece is 47. And so she, I am just really blessed because of who you are and what you've been going through and stuff. And we have the same path with music and stuff. And so I'm proud of you. And so I want to talk a little bit about your single that was in the UK. Greg, is that okay?
Fine, go for it.
Okay. I like to make sure I don't step on anybody's toes. Build Something With You.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about this song, and then we'll play it after you share.
Okay. Well, again, this song was written by Rodney Shelton. Again, because last year, Rodney Shelton, he's out of Charlotte. Okay. He's the one I said wrote Keith Washington's Kissing You. Yeah. And so he was somebody that checked on me during my whole cancer journey. I mean, I had 6 months of chemo, and my creative juices just were not they just weren't flowing because I was resting. The chemo exhausted me. I was still touring, and just singing was all I had at the time. Writing, I just wasn't in a space to write. And Rodney has 1 million radio-ready singles. So this particular single, he wrote after he met a young lady. This is a true story. He met a young lady, and on the way home, like this song literally tells the story about how he met her, how he memorized her phone number on the way home, how when they were out to dinner, somebody said they looked great together. And it was in a list of about 20 plus songs that Rodney sent me. And this is a song, it just spoke to me, and it was a song that I thought I could do well. So I actually went to Charlotte in May and recorded 4 songs that he had written, because like I said, he's such a great songwriter. So Build Something With You, it's just, it's a song about a situation eventually turning into love, but it tells a story that you don't hear most people speak about. And it was from the male's perspective. And he, when I chose the song, he didn't know how it would be coming from a female's perspective, but I said, I got this. It's going to work. And then when it was all said and done, he said, you were absolutely right. And I'm going to follow in your footsteps from now on because you said it would work. And so Build Something With You was done in the studio in May in Charlotte.
Remember when we first met? The night I won't forget, when I saw magic in your eyes. I knew what I had to do so I could get to know you. I got your number memorized. Driving home at night, the stars were shining bright. Never thought I would be in a real love fantasy. Meeting you has changed my life. I know that we're gonna win. You've become my best friend. It's obvious the reasons why. Everybody says that we look good together. There's a truth in every smile. Baby, I'm amazed how it's working out this way. I'm forever grateful you came into my life. Oh, don't wanna treat it like before. Treat me like before. Build something with you. Don't wanna chase it all my life. Don't wanna ever waste your time. I wanna build a love and build something. Wanna build something with you. Mama always said that I was such a dreamer. You're the proof that dreams come true. When all is said and done, the universe says you're the one that I can love. Boy, you know it's true. And build something with you.
Wow, what a beautiful song. This he writes like the old school writers, like
Yes.
songs
Right?
have their lyrics. You got lyrical
Yeah.
content.
Right. And when I tell you, he has a million songs like that. And, for the album, I wrote 4 of the songs, but his stuff, it's just radio friendly, radio ready,
Right,
and
right.
it sings on me. So you walk away just singing different parts of it. And I said, I just want to make sure I can do your songs justice because I think he is just brilliant.
What's his name
I
again?
hear you doing a million of those songs.
Yes, his name is Rodney Shelton, and he is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And when I perform at Middle C Jazz in Charlotte, he is my music director.
Wow. I wonder, I wrote Regina Bell's first hit, Show Me the Way. I'm wondering if, because he's out there with her.
So I actually did background vocals for Regina because when I was with Peebo, they would do a lot of shows together. And we did a couple of shows, and I love her music. I love her spirit.
Mm.
And it was just an honor to sing background vocals for her.
Wow.
Bless
Look and see, boy, we are hooked up, girl. We got to get a Philly cheesesteak and just,
I will get on the road and go up there anytime. I have lots of friends in Philly. As a matter of fact, I'm with the Philly Grammy chapter. I'm a former Grammy trustee through the DC chapter, but I ended up joining with the Philly chapter once my term ended as Grammy trustee.
Look at you. Wow. Greg?
I'm in awe. So let's go back to when you are classically trained.
Yes.
And am I right in saying that you sing in about 4 or 5 different languages? Is that correct?
Well, at the time I did. I had 5 years of classical voice training. I went to the Baltimore School for the Arts, and when I left there, I went to Peabody Preparatory. And the interesting piece is I hated learning how to sing classical music, and I wasn't able to understand and appreciate the benefits until it was over. And now I just sing its praises because of the discipline and technique that I learned. I mean, I have asthma, I have allergies, I've traveled the world, I've never had nodes. I don't have a lot of vocal issues, and I've always just been able to sing because of that foundation and, the technique and the discipline. So I rave about it. I tell everybody, it's not going to hurt you to learn some classical techniques. And years
Mm.
ago, when I used to teach voice, it was important to me that my students all learned one or two classical pieces in different languages. So I didn't speak any of those languages, but I could sing in them because in my training, I had diction class. And diction class would teach us how to make sure we were enunciating properly when we sang those songs.
So that sounds more rewarding than someone, a younger vocalist, just getting a vocal coach with what you did.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was so with if you took voice lessons from me, we always work towards you doing your own concert. And so we learned songs in multiple genres. And when it was time for their concert, I had flyers printed. I brought in a band. Sometimes I might be one of their background singers, or I would have other of some of my other voice students. They would back each other up. But learning songs from different genres, it really helps you vocally because you learn different characteristics of your voice that you wouldn't touch on if you hadn't done it. So no matter who you were, you had a country song, a classical song, gospel, jazz, pop, rock and roll. And then that also gave variety when it was time for them to have their recital or what they
Okay.
call their concert. Mhm.
Okay, well, I mean, in my opinion, the proof of what you're saying in two of your albums, which are
Mhm.
quite different genres. So there's This Is My Life and
Mhm.
Seasons, which are completely different. But each
Completely different.
album to me sounds like that is your genre.
Yeah, so
It doesn't sound like you're having a go. It sounds like those two genres are your genre. So obviously it
they
works.
Yeah, because and so it's interesting that you say that because that is why I couldn't get a record deal because they kept saying, "Well, who is she trying to be?" And I said, "I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be anything. I'm
Yeah.
somebody that can deliver the song that is put before me because
Yeah.
of the versatility, but they don't want you to have versatility." So that's why
No,
I just
you're
did
not
my own
supposed to
album.
do that.
Yeah, I was like, I
That
can do
is
whatever I want. And
terrible.
so yeah, so the This Is My Life
Terrible.
album, that was my tribute to songwriters and singers that, that had just inspired me in so many ways. So that was my tribute to them.
I'm sorry that you were asked that question. I'm sorry for your soul because that is just so unbelievable that somebody would put you down like that.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's to lift themselves up, but
Yeah.
how come people can't just be like settled and appreciate the gift that God gave you to share with the world? As opposed
Yeah.
to
So
saying you're trying to be somebody else. Like, what are you talking about? I'm me. I am so sorry, but I'm proud of you.
thank you.
And I think you're awesome. And Greg obviously thinks you're awesome.
But Wardell, I'm telling you, I'm telling you now that Tracy is the original Phoenix. If anybody knows how to rise above adversity, it's
Mm,
Tracy.
Amen. You know, you
Thank
are
Where do you find that, Tracy? Where do you, what would you say to
you.
young musicians or artists now? With everything that you've done self-management, you've done self-promotion. Nothing has ever put you off. Where do you find that strength?
I always, especially after the whole cancer journey, I go back to Whitney Houston's song, I didn't know my own strength. I didn't really understood what that song was. I didn't understand what that song was all about until my cancer journey. And I, I now jokingly tell people that my middle name is Hustle Woman because
mm,
no does not mean no to me. And if you tell me no, I'm just going to find another avenue or build the situation and create it myself. And that's what I have consistently had to do. And, and so sometimes it served me well but sometimes it didn't. But at the same time, it just allowed me to just create my own way. So I'd never had to sell my soul to the devil, because it was just like, okay, I'm going to make less money this way. I'm going to get less gigs this way, but I'm doing it my own way. And I can look at the end of the day, look myself in the mirror and be comfortable with what I said and thought and did. And so for anybody who is wanting to pursue this, I mean, I always tell people the music business is a business. You have to be willing to invest in yourself. Don't chase fame, chase your passion. And if somebody tells you that you're not good, it doesn't mean you're not good. It means you are not their preference. And that is okay. So you just got to find your niche and want to, like my audience is in the UK. At home, I'm not embraced like I am when I go over there. And I just had to be okay with that. I mean, I've done solo tours in Russia where people cried when they met me. I've done a bunch of solo gigs in Japan. People cried when they met me. I come in home and can't sell tickets to a concert, which blows my mind, but I have to be okay with that.
Amen.
I'm going to cry after the show.
I need to, and for the listeners as well, how do people support you? How do they buy your records? You have a website that they can go to?
Yes. So my website is tracyhamlin.com. The
Hold on,
Jazz
wait.
Festival.
Oh, say that again. You broke up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's tracyhamlin.com. My name that's on the screen.com. And from there, you can even get to the festival. My music is available on all streaming platforms. And yeah, I mean, and when I first started, I had a room in my house set up like the post office. And then all of that just got to be too much. And I said, you know what? If it is meant for people to find my music, they will. Because I mean, it's only so much I can do. Like I'm
Right.
the record label, I'm the tour manager, I'm the producer, I'm the engineer, I'm everything. And then sometimes I just get tired. I have to sit down and stop.
Right. Yeah. In my time when we were doing it, we had a record company, and
Right.
and they just did everything that outside of the
Everything.
music. We would go in the studio and record and produce the music, and we would turn the music over to the record company. And from that point on, they would run with it. They would have the artists come up and take pictures. They would sit down and talk to the artists about what song they think should be the single, why they think it should be the single, and then they would do we want to do a video, and they would organize all this stuff that now we have to do.
Let me tell you, when my music is mixed, I'm sitting right there. When it's mastered, I'm sitting right there. I'm deciding the single.
You're breaking up, JC. Say it again. Your phone's breaking up.
I don't know why. Wait a minute. Let me clear some of these.
You sound okay.
So, no, I'm saying that when it's time to mix the record, I'm sitting there with the engineer. When it's time to master, I'm sitting there. I'm choosing the single. I'm, everything. And sometimes it's very exciting. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. And when that happens, I just have to sit back and be still. Like right now, I just did my 7th album, which I think is very likely my final album. And I've released those 2 singles. And now I'm just trying to be even more strategic, because I wanted the project to come out at the same time the book came out. And, so I have a new plan, and hopefully it'll be out in the next 3 weeks.
So did you say final album? Yeah. What does that mean?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I mean, as you know, the music industry has been super challenging. It has been ever evolving, and it's no longer about talent. And especially now with all of these AI creations and these artists getting $3 million deals that, and I don't want to knock anybody's hustle, but at the same time, I just think about my blood, sweat, and tears and investing every dime that I've had, couldn't get a deal. And now the game has gotten even easier, and it doesn't take any talent. It just takes hustle and desire. Right. And so my goal is, after I was, once I came to the end of my cancer journey, Out of the blue, I started getting booked for speaking engagements. And after the third one, and this was without even trying. So did the speaking engagement. And when I came off the stage, my husband said, "That is your book, not the book about cancer that you were planning to write." So in this speech, I told my music journey, talked about my music journey, my cancer journey, and the lessons learned. And when he said that, I just expanded on the speech and created the book. So I know when I first was diagnosed with cancer, for some reason, I just said, I was chosen, but I didn't really understand that until I was ready to announce to everybody that I had cancer. And when
Mm.
that happened, I had all these women reach out to me. Had just been diagnosed, or they were in the midst of their journey, and they wanted and needed to hear from somebody who had gone through it. And
Amen.
so at this point, I want to be somebody that can inspire and motivate and help people to understand that just because you're diagnosed with cancer, that's not a death sentence. Your mindset is very important, and just sharing my journey just to help motivate, encourage, and inspire someone. And so writing the book for me is a catalyst to get me to more platforms to share my story and help uplift some of these folks that are going through.
I'm so proud of you. Wow,
Thank
that is
you.
good. So, in closing, Greg,
Oh,
before I played this last amazing song, that I want you to go ahead on and you have any more questions and stuff, go ahead on and do that, and then
well,
I'll.
okay. I'll try to be quick because I still have a million questions. But anyway,
He always has a
just
million questions.
based on what you've just said in your journey, there is one question I would like to make sure I get in, and that is the song that you did a while ago called "Still I Rise." How personal was
Yes.
that song? And as time moves on, when you perform that song, do you perform it with a different outlook than you did when the song first you recorded it?
Oh, absolutely. So, Still I Rise is a song, when I tell you it is so near and dear to my heart. It took me almost 3 years to actually find the recording. I heard it at a school play, and I knew it was recorded by Yolanda Adams. Finally found it. I listened to that song for an entire year before I could listen and not cry. So when I got with the group Pieces of a Dream, that was one of the songs that I did. And it was just, I was so emotionally connected to it that when I recorded my first album, I put a live version of it on there with from one of the gigs that I did with Pieces of a Dream. That song is actually how I met my husband. He heard it on the radio while I was promoting my record in Atlanta. And now, and that song has been my anthem for years. And so when I had my book launch, that was one of the two songs that I sang because it is my anthem. It speaks to persistence, perseverance and resilience and
Yes.
overcoming obstacles and challenges. And so now it already had an incredibly different meaning, but now it's on a whole nother level. And I honestly don't even know if I can sing it anymore because it's just it's too emotional for me.
That's what I
Wow.
thought you'd say, yeah. So
Oh.
my other two Tracy Hamlin favorites are Magic in Love, which I would love to be in a smoky jazz club and hear that live. That
Yeah.
would be awesome. That is the ultimate jazz club song. And the other one is A Place Called Home, which I also love.
Okay, so wait a minute. How much time do we have? Because there's
Uh,
a great story
just
from
carry on.
Magic and Love.
Yes, tell the
So
story.
Magic and Love, I used to organize a private event in St. Lucia for
I
I
know.
guess about 11 or 12 years. So it was
Yeah.
a private birthday party for somebody that became like a mini jazz festival. And I organized it from start to finish. I kind of like had an unlimited budget, and I brought in the last 3 years I did it. Sheila E. was the headliner. And the way that I got connected to St. Lucia was because I recorded a song with a famous guitarist over there named Ronald Boo Hinkson. And he, so a church that I was going to in Maryland the music director was working with Boo Hinkson in St. Lucia. He wrote this song and said, I need somebody that is a jazzy R&B singer that kind of sounds like Stephanie Mills. And everything that he described was me. So the guy gave me the song. I sang it to this funky piano track, just kind of like as an audition, really. And then the next time I heard it, it was on this guitar player's album. And then he brought me over to St. Lucia, and that was in November 2003. And I have literally been to St. Lucia about 60 times, like 60. And so then I re-recorded it for my album with A Place Called Home. That song is written by an attorney in DC who didn't think she was a great songwriter, gave it to my producer at the time, John Started, and was like, can you do something with this? I was just kind of dabbling. And then he gave her the song and he said, what is wrong with you? This is an incredible record. And so WHUR in Washington, DC, for several years, it was their first song of the day. For years, they played that song. And that's a song that is another tough one for me to sing because two of my relatives passed away, and it was a favorite in their house, and they asked me to sing it at the funeral. And I was like, I don't do funerals, but I sang it. And I said, I don't know if I can do that song again. But yeah, so many great songwriters. And like I said, this woman is an attorney.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I also think that Been There, Done That is the song that Beyonce wished she'd done. I love that song.
Another great story. That song I wrote, I woke up one morning, like in the middle of the night, and this song is Been There, I Done. So I literally stumbled to my notepad and just scribbled out the words so I could go back to sleep. And then it became Been There, Done That, produced by Eric Valentine, a drummer.
A drummer.
Great song.
We love drummers.
Yeah. A drummer.
We love drummers.
Let me tell you, drummers are amazing. The title track, Better Days, from my second CD, that track was sent to me by a drummer, and I wrote Better Days and arranged the vocals on that song. Yeah. As a matter of fact, my first album, half of it was produced by a drummer. The song Seasons, produced by a drummer. So yeah,
great album.
Nice.
Great album.
I'm so happy. Well, I just want to tell you, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for coming on and blessing the station with your stories. I mean, your stories are amazing because you have so many different types of stories and stuff. And so thank you for blessing the children with autism. And thank you for your drive just to make sure, that they get the funding or that they get the message or whatever it is that, they get from you. Thank you for just being a go-getter and making things happen. And you've done it in many, many different ways. So we love you here, Solar Records Radio. Greg,
appreciate it.
Yes. And so you could make this your, whenever you want to put something out or you have something to say. It doesn't have to be about music. It don't have to be about music, okay? Because, we are a music radio station, and we were founded because of Solar Records, but we are a radio station, so we love to get your stories. And thank you. You look like my auntie. Good gracious.
Well, let me tell you, I just want to say thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you for seeing me and allowing this platform for independent artists like me to come and share our story. So thank you very much.
Hold on, wait. You're welcome. Can you say some of that again?
Oh, I said, I just want to thank you guys for seeing me and creating a platform like this that can shine a spotlight on independent artists like me.
Oh, yes, you're so welcome. And thank you. And so I want you to tell us a little bit about this Christmas song. Christmas, guys, is here. Christmas is here.
It is here. And this is another amazing song written by Rodney Shelton. And this is the song that gets me in the Christmas spirit every year, because as I sing the lyrics, I can, I just vividly see what's going on, what was happening at my grandmother's house and how I feel when I'm decorating the tree and the different dishes that I cook for Christmas. But it really just embodies what Christmas is and that Christmas spirit. So I love it, and I hope you will too.
All right.
We will.
Before I play it, I just want to ask you something. Will
Mhm.
you be able to come back on? Greg starting his own show on Solar Records Radio. Greg, I hope this is okay. Come back and support Greg. He will probably call you because he loves you. So next
Listen,
year he's starting his own
yes.
show.
Well,
Yes.
congratulations. That is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Look, absolutely, all day long, anytime,
Okay.
please. It would be my honor.
You and Rodney Shelton can be my first guests.
Oh, well, I just told Rodney last week, I said, you need to do an album. We'll release it on DMH Records. And I'm happy to be like Quincy Jones features all of
Right,
these
right,
artists. I was like,
right.
it's time for
We
you
will
to do
promote.
that. So we're working on it. Yes.
Yeah,
Amen.
we'll promote.
All right. Well,
Definitely.
thank you again and God bless you. Take care of
Thank you.
yourself. Much love to your husband and your family. And we're glad that you have beat this disease, and we're just proud of
Yes.
you. You are a wonderful woman. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
blessing us. We
I
love you.
appreciate you
Lucy,
so
if ever
much.
you
I
if
love
ever you find yourself living in St. Lucia again, would you please invite Wardell to visit?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's
by the
There
way,
you go, Wardell. We have an invitation to St.
Oh,
Lucia.
yes,
okay.
definitely.
So, but let me know when the next time you're going to go to the UK, because I'm gonna go over there to see Greg.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
for sure.
I haven't
Great.
even
Awesome.
met this guy yet. We've been just
Wow.
social media
That's
friends forever, and we
that's
need
the
to.
word.
We talk on the phone every day. We need to see
Mm,
each other and get a
right.
hug and say thank you, Greg, and all that stuff. But anyway, God bless you, sweetheart. And so here's
Thank you.
what's the name of your song?
It's called Christmas with You.
All right.
Thank
It's
you.
getting closer to my favorite time of year. There's magic in the air. My world is filled with cheer. Can't wait to hang some mistletoe like my mama used to do. I wanna spend this Christmas with you. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and grandma's baking that sweet potato pie, and everyone is caroling, the kids are playing too. I wanna spend this Christmas with you. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. We all know that Rudolph is leading Santa's sleigh, and the stars outside are shining bright. There's love in every room. I wanna spend this Christmas with you. Yes, I wanna spend this Christmas with you. Nobody but you. I wanna spend this Christmas with you.
You wanna take your life safe from the world outside. I wanna hide out in your dreams, just till I know what this all means. You wanted candy for us, maybe life's a little too hot for us. Maybe it's a little too sour in the center, but trust me, it gets better. So don't you wanna try to make you want a candy floss? Maybe life's a little too hot for us. Maybe it's a little too sour in the center, but trust me, it gets better. So don't you wanna try to make it out alive? Candy floss. Sometimes I can feel like it's hard to cross. Sometimes I can feel like it's frozen in the middle. The whole thing is a riddle. Don't you wanna try to make it out alive? You want a candy floss? Maybe life's a little too hot for us. Maybe it's a little too sour in the center, but trust me, it gets better. So don't you wanna try to make it out alive? Candy floss. Sometimes I can feel like it's hard to cross. Sometimes I can feel like it's frozen in the middle. The whole thing is a riddle. Don't you wanna try to make it out alive?
Hi, Greg.
Woodell.
Woo, that was a great interview, man.
I knew it would be.
Man, she just really did it with that Christmas song. That was beautiful.
I've not heard that before. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I
that
didn't
was-
expect that.
yes, that was beautiful, man. I'm so proud of her, and coming from where she comes from, as far as the she said that this is her last album.
Yes, it can't be. I shall stalk her.
Really?
I'm
What
going to
is that?
stalk her to do more albums.
I know. Is she crazy? She can't do that to us. We like her stuff too much. She gonna just have to put it out and just say, it is what it is. I'm just gonna give this to
Maybe
you.
she'll be like Cher. Maybe she'll retire like 10 times.
Right, right. Oh man, Greg. So how you doing, man? You okay?
Doing really well, thanks. Really busy. It's coming up to my busiest time of the year, so I'm mega busy. It's difficult when you're an old man, but I'll try my best.
Well, tell Phil I said hello, Phil.
I will tell him so.
All that good stuff. So we're gonna chop it. We're gonna be done here in a minute and stuff. I just want to tell all the listeners, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We are blessed. Hey, go ahead, Phil. Come on, Phil. Say what you gotta say.
Phil,
I know you're there, buddy. I can see.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Greg. I mean, Phil. How you doing?
sneak in to get it's 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can go back and listen to his TV shows and sing along.
Bye.
No, you're the one that sings and drives him crazy. That's what it is. That's right. I got it backwards. Sorry, Phil. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, Greg, thank you again, man, for blessing us and being the best part of Solar Records Radio. We appreciate you guys, and so I'm gonna do what I do here. I'm gonna just play a few more songs and we're gonna be done. But thank you again. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Just that was a great interview. So enjoyed that. I so knew that she's so talented. She can do so many genres so well. But like I said in the beginning, she doesn't use her public profile and platforms like this to talk about herself. She wants to promote everybody else. She wants to promote people with dyslexia, people with autism. She wants to promote. Yeah,
That's me.
And when she's interviewed, she always spends more time talking about that than she does herself.
Wow. Well, I think that herself is the music thing that in her heart of hearts that part's coming to an end, and she's focusing on things that are maybe she feels that are more important now. Not necessarily is it more important, but now she wants to focus on helping others and blessing
Yes.
others. And so that's really big of her and beautiful, because we all need it. I mean, like with my grandson, he needs all the help he can get, poor guy.
Yes.
But many blessings, and she was really good. I enjoyed this
Me
conversation.
too, yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow, Throwback Thursday here on Solar Records Radio. And so we're going to just go backwards, and just reminisce together here on Solar Records Radio. And we thank y'all so much for being the best part of Solar Records. Thank you, Greg, for bringing the interview and doing what you do every Wednesday here.
You would, for allowing me to do this.
All right, you guys. All right, Greg. See you
Okay,
guys.
bye everyone.
All right,
Bye.
everyone. Y'all take care. We'll say.
Bye.
Yep. Bye bye. Uh-oh. Yeah.